Namaskar. We are at the fourth chapter of Navida Bhakti, Samas Chautha, Padsewan Bhakti. Padsewan means to remain devoted at the feet of Sadguru. That is a Padsewan Bhakti. And at the end, he is claiming that this is the best of the best bhakti, devotion a person can do. Because in Sanatan Dharma, it has been predicted and claimed that unless you have Sadguru, you cannot achieve the Paramatma Prapti, Brahma Jnana, Atma Jnana. Okay, so श्रीराम मागा झाले निरूपण नामस्मरणाचे लक्षण आता ऐका पादसेवन चौथी भक्ती. In the last chapter, we saw the Namasmaran Bhakti, chanting the name of God. Maybe then I told you that my Sadguru used to say 45 minutes, 1.5 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours, as per your capability, ability, and your efforts. Ata eka padasevana chauthi bhakti. Now please listen to this. Padasevana bhakti. Pada means the feet of Sadguru. Seven means to devote your life towards that. Chauthi bhakti, fourth bhakti. पादसेवन तेची जाणावे काया वाचा मनोभावे सद्गुरूचे पाय सेवावे सद्गती कारणे. Padsewan is that with which kaya means bodily, with your whatever you speak, whatever you eat, what your mind does, what your brain does, everything should be devoted to Sadguru's Paya Seva Sadgati Karani. You are devoting it to your Sadguru and you are trying to live a life, a devoted life, so that you go on the path of Paramatma and you achieve the Sadgati. Means Sat means Paramatma, you become one with the Paramatma. Yuja Yunjati means yoga, you become one with the God. Bhakta means Vibhakta Nasai, there is Bhakta, means you are not separated from God, that is Bhakti. And there are so many. You will come to later. Let me tell you right now, so that later parts become easier. Even there are, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, these are yoga. Karma means work is worship. Bhakti Yoga means devotion. Yoga means Bhakti and Yoga both have same meaning. Dhyana Yoga means meditation. While meditation you achieve the Paramatma Tattva, you become one with the God. There is nothing called achievement as such, but yeah, you become one with the God. So there are so many other ways. Sadgati, for getting Sadgati, we are talking about. Even last time what happened, that I told someone asked, and then I told, because there are so many clashes going on. Brahman, Vaishya, Kshudra, Kshatriya. So Brahman means यहाँ ब्रह्मम जानती है वो अपना ब्राह्मण अपना सारा काम कर रहा है. Vaishya is that person who is thinking about profit all the time. But profit means what? To live one with the God and getting aside all the non-profiting thing. Because ultimately Brahman is living with the God, then Vaishya is living with the God, and they are keeping aside all the bad things. Kshatriya is literally cutting off the things which are not required inside the mind, not outside. So Kshatriya is getting rid of all the bad habits and those harm is to live with the God. Shudra is becoming so devoted to God, so lean and sheen that he become devoted to God and he comes to realize the God. So these are all these are also paths to realize God. These are also paths on the Bhakti Tattva, to realize you. Now you see in the outside world, everybody is saying that Brahman, they are saying some, not all. Always you see some people, not all the people. Some people say they are the best Brahmins, somebody says we are the best Kshatriyas, somebody says we are the best businessmen, somebody says we are the best Shudras. Shudras says we clean, that is why we remain clean, and we are cleaning the environment and all those things. Kshatriya said, as we saved you from the outside attacks, so we are the best. Then these Vaishya said, we did business and government got the money and hence we are the best. Brahmin said, we have stored the Veda Gyan and all those things, and we are guiding everybody towards good path, we are finding solutions on their problems, we are the best. I mean, everybody is talking good things about themselves. There are good and bad with everyone in this world, but these are the paths to getting to realize the God. These are not you born into that and we are doing that and we are doing that and we are fighting for with each other. No, everybody is human being, and everybody is human being, and everybody has rights to realize this self and become Atma Tattva, become one with the God, one, all these things, become a realized soul in fact. So Sadgati is this, you become one with the God. So there are so many paths, they are coming, right? But right now I told you, because what is Sadgati? You become one with the God, you remain with the one with the God, that's all, that is Sadgati, nothing else. यानाव पादसेवन सद्गुरु पदी अनन्यपण निरसावया जन्म मरण यातायाते. So this is Padasevan. Because of your Sadguru, you realize these things, so you remain devoted to your Sadguru. Satguru, ultimately that is Paramatma Tattva only. Last time I told you that, there are, I can see the less places where God is not, I mean, a second. Paramatma Tattva is more than whatever you can see. There are less places where, you see the solid things in the universe, liquid things, gaseous things, plasma state and so many states. What about the whole thing? Even sky Tattva is also less than Paramatma Tattva. You can imagine, Prithvi, Aap, Tej, Vayu, Akash. Prithvi means solid, Aap means water, Tej means plasma state, Vayu means air state, and then sky state. So Paramatma Tattva is beyond these things. It is more than these all things. So Sadguru Tattva is beyond all these things. When you realize this, Nirsa Yana Padasan Sadguru Padi Ananyapan, when you remain Ananya, means devoted to Sadguru, this Sadguru Tattva, Nirsa Janmavan Yata, then you lose this, you become one with the God, you don't have Janma Maran, means you don't born, live and die. No 8.4 million births attached to your soul anymore. सद्गुरु कृपेवेण काही भावतरुण पावतो नाही, या कारणे लवलाही सद्गुरु पावे सेवावे. Now many of these kinds of people have happened. So there are people who try to oppose these people, and then they said he has born again and all those things. Those people don't have to born again. Some other soul can born again, become guiding path to others, because Paramatma can take millions and millions of forms. Okay? Now that is a different chapter altogether. It doesn't mean that Dashavatara is not there. No, that is not the case. These two are distinct things. There is no confusion at all. One Paramatma Tattva is there, that's all. Yatayati means going and coming. Being born, dying, being born, being dying and dying. I mean, that is, this is written in that way only. Yana Padasevan Sadgurupadi Ananyapan Nirsa Janmaran Yatayati. So this your transaction and travel stops. You become one with the God. That's all. Sadguru कृपेवेण काही भावतरुणोपाव तो नाही, या कारणे लवलाही सद्गुरु पाया सेवावे. कि there is no other better thing than devoting yourself towards the Sadguru, the Almighty God, and do your deeds which will not, as the cycle of karma is there, you do good thing for the humanitarian cause, that will come back to you. Like that, you do good things only with ethics and values and all those things. You should follow those things. Yakan Lavale Sadguru Paisa. That is why each and every moment you devote yourself to the Sadguru. सद्वस्तु दाखवे सद्गुरु, सकळ सारा सारा विचार परब्रह्माचा निर्धारू अंतरिपाण. Sadguru shows you the Sadvastu, means God is everywhere. Sara Sara Vichar means what is good, what is bad, and you are walking on the path of the razor blade, but still you are happy. You are happier than anyone else, in fact. Parabrahmacha Nirdharu Antarvan, because we are one with the Lord at all the times. Je Vastu Drushtis Disena, that which we cannot see with our naked eyes. आणि मनास्ते भासेना, then we feel that in the mind we feel it is an abstract thing. There are people over smart. In fact, they are over smart, not we are over smart. That is an abstract thing, they speak like this in that. Sangat tyage ye na anubhasi. But you see, that is not abstract. Whatever you are speaking is in fact abstract. They should realize that. Because you cannot see, but how many days you have devoted yourself to God and then you are speaking? None. Then you don't speak now. You do 60 years this kind of sadhana and then you at least 36 years. Swami Madhava used to say, at least 36 years, and then you speak, then you talk to me about all these things. And since day one you are blaming only and not doing your sadhana, then you don't have rights. Unless, for example, unless you have walked the path and you understand the chemistry first, then you talk on the chemistry is okay. Then you read something about biology, then you talk about biology, that is okay. You have not walked the path on that and you are trying to say something that is not acceptable. So, it is over here. This is coming even on the next page as well. Sadvastu dakhi sadguru sakal sarasar vicharu parabrahmasa nirdaru antariman. Then you become one with the God and you realize, yes, that with your decision is that, yeah, God is there, I am that one. जे वस्तू दृष्टी दिसेना आणि मनास ते भासेना संगत त्यागे वेळ येना अनुभवासे. Now we just saw that you are trying to explain that is not there, you are calling abstract and all these things. But sangat tyage वेळ येना, unless you get rid of those things which are hindering to you to come on the path of satsanga, then you just leave that. You might have blamed many a times, but you can come on this path and realize it, and then, I have seen this example. A person was blaming for 12, 14, 15, 16 years. Then somebody said, it could be me or somebody, I should not say that. You walk that path for 16 years, come on this path for 16 years. And then you write down about all this experience, then after 16 you write down about that experience. It happened. So after 16 years, he was talking exactly opposite thing. So then he realized why I said this. Then he thought about it and realized, because of this. May suppose 100 points are there. He is saying God doesn't exist. Then when he, after 16, he is writing that, I have said this because of this thing. But real thing is this. 3 columns. Suddenly it became 3 columns. I said this, God doesn't exist because he saw these things. And then 3rd column. The reason was this. And then I came to realize these things. I mean, your life changes straight away once you get to Sadguru. And unless you get rid of those bad things, you cannot experience the good things straight away. Anubhita sangatyaganase sangatyagya anubhav nadise. You should not get entangled with this debate, in fact. Whether I get rid of bad things and then I do my sadhana, and then I get rid of sadhana. You start your sadhana. Everything will automatically happen once you get totally devoted to all these things. And anubhavi yasicha bhase era gatha hoye. Nobody will else realize unless you get the experience of that. Moment to moment experience. J. Krishnamurti used to say. संगत्याग आणि निवेदन, विधेय स्थिती अलिप्तपणा, सहज स्थिती उन्मनी विज्ञान, हे सप्ते एक रूप. Now he is saying, like I said, that yogi, bhakta and all those things, even those 4 paths are there, Brahman, Vaishya, Shudra, Kshatriya and all those things. You realize that Sangatyag means you got rid of all the material things and you become a realized soul. Okay? Nivedan means you are telling God, I am one with you, please make me realized soul, and slowly become realized soul. Vidya sthiti means body. Vaidya means Sita Mata. So her body is there, but she is always living one with the God. Vidya sthiti. Aliptapan means body is there, still you are using your body, literally using your body, and for a good cause. Alipta. Sahaja sthiti, then you are living sahaja sthiti. Means at ease, everything is happening in your life with the devotion of God and only moral, ethical and humanitarian things. Sahaja sthiti. Unmani avastha, utmani. Unmani, Then you become Nirvikalpaswadi, and all those things are there. In fact, you see, uh, there are so many avasthas, in fact. So you become one with the God. Vidyan, you see, Vidyan means science. In science, what happens that we do certain practical, you get the result, and we write down the inferences as this is the finding, this is the finding, this is the finding. So you realize, once you become realized, so you realize that, oh, God is everywhere. God is at more places than the places are there. You see. Saptai Ekruvi, all these avastha, Sangatyak, Nivedan, Vidyasthiti, Aliptapana, Sahajasthiti, Unmani and Vigyan. These are all the seven are one and the same state of mind. Okay, like yogi, like bhakta. These are all only one state of mind. Ya vegri nama vidhanes. Even there could be some other names could be given to that state of mind. Always happy. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. What kind of state of mind is there? You see, last time I told you about a Bhrugu Sanyata. Ki Pranamay Kosh, Manomay Kosh, Vijnanamay Kosh, Anandamay Kosh, and all these koshas are there. So when the disciple asks, who am I? Sadhguru says, Tattvamasi. Then he realizes, Aham Atma. So slowly he comes out of Pranamay Kosh, Pancha Prana. Like that, Pancha Prana. Then Vijnanamay Kosh, your brains, you realize all the things and you go beyond. Then Anandamay Kosh. Then he realizes that I am Paramatma Tattva, yeah. Then again Sadhguru says, you go beyond that. And then, Rishis and Minish and all, they start dancing. Like that. They start. Haman, like that. You see, the realized soul, they are always happy. They are always remain one with the God. So these are the sanket. Yavegra is Namabhedane Samadhanachi Sanket Vachani. Sanket means the message you get. So once you realize this is a message that you are getting, you are always happy, means you are one with the God, and that is why the message has been sent by the Sadguru, the Paramatma Tattva. Sakal Kai Padasavani Umsalaki. All this we realize because of you become devoted to your Sadguru. You get devoted to your inside God. All the time this is this is Antaranga. This is the soul realization, mind realization, body realization. You realize inside only. Inside your mind, brain and chit and all this. Inside story. Veda Garbha Vedanta. Veda. Garbha means its gist. Vedanta means the Upanishads. Siddha Bhava Garbha Siddhanta. Siddha means those who have become, Siddha means one with the God. Somebody said Siddha means you got Ashta Siddhi and all this. Please fulfill our desire. God is not sitting here to fulfill desire. You bring the whole list of million wishes. God is not there to fulfill your wishes. Siddha means you become one with the God. That is more important. Siddha Bhava. That is the Bhagavad. That is the gist. Siddhanta. You become. Siddhanta means become one with the God. When the Siddhanta is there, all the debate, all the discussion, everything gets over and you become one with the God. Satya Vastu. You become one with the Satya, the ultimate truth. बहुधा अनुभवाची अंगे सकळ कळती संत संगे चौथे भक्तीचे प्रसंगे गौप्यते प्रकटे. All these things you experience only when you become one with, you are living with the Santa Sangha. Now somebody said, once a lady came to my Sadguru, and this is almost every week happening. She said that her husband drinks much, smokes much, and all those fantastic things he does. So he said that you start. He meant business. The real business is you chant the name of God for 12 years, 36 years, and then you come to me. So what happened? Then you remain calm during all these days. So whatever her husband used to say, she used to remain calm. Within 6 months, he realized, man, how does she got changed? How did it change? She said that for a minute, I happened to meet a grandfather. He said that you chant this name of God, everything will be all right. So I chanted just 1 minute. I talked with him and came. Okay, he might be misguiding you. No, no, no. He doesn't have to misguide me. He has he has nothing to do with that. Okay, I'm chanting this name. What name? So she said that I'm chanting the name of Om Namah Shivaya or something like that. I won't tell you the exact name and exact all those things, but I'm telling you the, the what happened. After 6 months, he realized that he blames his wife. He does a lot of fantastic things, but she's still his wife remains calm. So no, that person, that grandfather must be a good person. After 1 year, he said, "Oh, I want to remain in the calm and the quiet state of mind that you are living. Please take me to him." Khatam. He came to Swamiji. So, do you know what kind of chanting she's doing? He said, yeah, this is what. So, you go home and chant that name. And after 1 year, you come. So, he started chanting that name. Slowly, he got rid of his bad habits. Then, after 1 year, he came. He was a totally transformed person. People didn't realize is he the same person who was drinking and sleeping on the roads? I mean, that kind of transformation can happen. This is real miracle. The miracle doesn't mean that, you're walking on the water, you are walking on the every day, waking up from the sleeps is also, is a miracle in fact. So, Sanket Vachana, you get, यावेळी नावाभिधाने समाजाची संकेत वचने सकळ काय पाचसने उजे लागे वेद वेदगर्भ सिद्धांत वेदांत सिद्ध सिद्धभागर्भ सिद्धांत अनुभव अनुवादचे दादांत सत्य वस्तू बहुधा अनुभवाची अंगे सकळ करती संत संगे. सो that lady realized because of Sant Sangha, just 1 minute, what should I do? After she stopped her crying, you just take this name of God. Khatam. Just now other people are waiting. So somebody said, it means that you should go home and start chanting this name. He didn't say get out. Sadhguru didn't use bad words anytime. So then she was taken outside and you see the thing. चौथे भक्तीचे प्रसंग गौप्यते प्रकटे. Whatever is hidden, whatever is secret of this world, you come to realize. I mean, it doesn't mean that where the atom bomb is kept by USA will come to realize. No, that has nothing to do with all these things. You realize the Atma Tattva inside. Sarvajna also means you realize the Atma Tattva. You become one with the God. प्रकट वसुनी नसे गौप्य असुनी भासे भाषा अभासावन अनारिसे गुरुगम्य मार्ग. Now that which is visible but it doesn't exist, while gaupya, that which doesn't, I can see with my eyes and hear with the ears, that exists. Then how can I trust the things? This is all happens before Siddhanta is formed. You have a lot of debates and all those things. Once you realize, God exists and this is how you have to walk and you have to remain on this path only. You realize this, Bhasa Abhasa Nanarase Gurugama. It is beyond Bhasa and Abhas. You don't have to explain it exists. You don't have to not explain whether God is there or not. You just have to walk the path. You realize that. That is more important. After 8.4 billion births, you got a human birth. Do all these things. Become a realized soul. Margo hi antariksha. जेथे सर्वही पूर्व पक्ष पाहो जाता अलक्ष लक्ष वेना. It is antariksha. Somebody said, sir, antariksha means what? To my Sadhguru. Antariksha, it is antariksha. There so many galaxies are there. At the same time, antariksha is inside story. Jete sarvahi purva paksha. Everything is purva paksha. You cannot conclude anything about this world because it is always changing. Pahajata alaksha lakshana. Then, but which cannot be achieved, then you are trying to achieve with this body. So, you can become realized soul in this ever-changing world only when you devote yourself to the God, this Sadguru. Lakshya jayase lakshave, dhyane jayase dhyave. You are trying to aim that. You are trying to achieve that with the meditation. So that tattva, that vastu, that is tegetechi apan vaya trivide prachiti. Then you try to become one with the God, you can achieve that. You try to meditate that, you can achieve one with that one meditation. you can become that. तेगी तेची आपण व्हावे त्रिविधा प्रचिती. Now त्रिविधा प्रचिती, three kinds of experience are there. Shastra prachiti means whatever is written by the experienced people, you realize those things. My Sadguru used to have a lot of sadhakas. One of the sadhakas said, I like the Brahmarpanam, Brahmagno, Brahmanatam, Brahmavetena Gantavim, Brahmakarma Sadhana. So after meditation and now I am going to have chintan of certain time over this. So then he realized that everything is coming from Brahma Tattva and everything is going that way. Shastra Prachiti. Guru Prachiti. Guru has tell you to do meditation or namasmrana or whatever. You go to masses, you do this and that. You offer namaz or whatever it may be. So that is Guru Prachiti. Then you become a realized soul. That is more important. Atma Prachiti. You yourself realize. This is the third Trividha Prachiti. You become realized soul. You understand everything and you yourself become realized soul. That is the real thing that should happen in your life. And that's the real experience that you should get in this life. असो ही अनुभवाची द्वारे कळती सारा सार विचारे सत्संगे करून सत्योत्तरे प्रत्ययास येते. These are all the things which you should experience with sar and asar, realizing good and bad things. Satsange, become one with the God. If you are not getting good friends, then you yourself become a good friend. You become a realized soul. You live all the times with God. These granthas means these books are good satsange. Then chanting name of God, you read, while chanting you listen to that. It becomes a satsanga. Ram 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 Ram, you are listening Ram Ram. Shiva Shiva Shiva, you are listening. Jesus Jesus, you are listening. That is your satsanga. Satyottare pratyasi. Then you become realized soul all the times, every moment. Satya pahata nahi asatya. Now Satya, when you see the ultimate truth, become a realized soul, you can see the God everywhere. Then asatya pahata nahi satya. So you understand what is satya and what is asatya. Satya satyaचे कृत्य पाहणारा पासे. You go beyond all these things. पहाडार पाहणे ज्या लागले ते तद्रूपत्वेच प्राप्त झाले तरी मग जाणावे बाणाले समाधान. You see the God, you become the God, you live with the God, you do all the things with the God only. Tadrupatva, you become one with God, you become a realized soul, you are living in satisfaction. I told you last time that living in total peace, total samadhan, total shanti, that can happen only when you become yogi, you become bhakta, you become a realized soul. Otherwise, you are doing something, you want to do something, and all the times it goes on. Nana samadhane pahata. You do chanting, you do meditation, you do karma, you offer your deeds to God. There are so many ways you can do that, and you are doing that. So all these experiments, you realize that through doing good things you become satisfied. Chanting, you become satisfied. Nirupan, you become satisfied. Meditation, you become satisfied. Taking care of a child, you become satisfied. You are even you are as a housewife, you are doing so many housework, you become satisfied. A businessman doing good business, earning legitimate profit with ethics, you become satisfied. A soldier living an ethical life, good one. A servant, government servant, living a proper life, good one. I told you the example of a person who fought, for 9 rupees only. He went up to High Court and Supreme Court. He said, you spent 3,000 rupees. Somebody said, you spent 3,000 rupees for 9 rupees case. He said, I never touched a single penny of the Sarkar. I just got my salary. And somebody is blaming me for 9 rupees. I had to fight for 16 to 18 years. Because on white paper, that black dot doesn't look good. I want to live a clean life. He won that case. And then ultimately, the judge said that it is waste of time and this is a harassment for a person who is living a clean life. It should not happen again. Okay, पाहणारा पाहणे जाया लागे तद्रूपत्व प्राप्त झाले. You become tadrup. तत् मीन्स परमात्मा रूप. तरी मग जाण्या बाळाले समाधान, then you become satisfied. नाना समाधाने पाहता बाळती सद्गुरू करिता, you become, you get satisfaction through lot of good deeds, humanitarian deeds. My father once said that one beggar came and he was really hungry. He gave some 10 rupees. I feel very good, very much satisfied, he said. Somebody said 1 rupee, he should have given 1 rupee. So he said, in these days, in the inflation days, with 1 rupee nothing happens. 10 rupees at least he can drink the tea. That is why I feel satisfied. Sadguru vina sarvata sanmarga nase, because only because of Sadguru you realize all these things. Without Sadguru nothing is possible. And hence you should always devote yourself to the Sadguru. That is Sadguru Padsewan. Satmarga, you remain on the path of Sadmarga. If somebody is trying to pull you away, still, how many they are? Even 8 billion people are against us. How much power they can have? They will stop your bread, they will stop your salary, they will stop your maybe, giving something to you. You go somewhere where, God will provide you everything. It can. It is possible. Once somebody has done the practical on this as well. His society said, you are out of our society. He didn't go to any other society. He went into the jungle, started living over there. So water, river is there. For doing, he started eating fruits and all those things. For some 60 odd years, he lived like that and he became a realized soul. It is possible. Ayachit Vrutti is also there. Whatever comes to me, I shall eat. Otherwise, I shall remain hungry. So, somebody felt, ashamed of this society that he is such a good person. He is harmless, and still they are blaming him and taking revenge of somebody else on him. And these people just, whatever is said against him, just trust on it, and they take revenge on him. So he went on to become realized soul. And ultimately the same society which blamed him for so many years came and asked him, Guruji, please meri ichha puri completely. Please, this is what is my wish. Please, now you have become realized soul. Slowly what happened? He got fed up with all this. Ultimately he went to Himalayas, where nobody can touch him, nobody can ask him for any wishes or all these things. It means that when your need is there, you are going to him, but when you are not that, you don't need that person, you are discarding him out of the society. So, human civilization has to come up all these things. Then only we can create heaven on this, we can achieve sustainable development goals and go to moon, Mars and beyond. It is this is the fact I am telling you. प्रयोग साधने साहस नाना साक्षेप विद्याभ्यास अभ्यास काही गुरुगम्यास पाहिजे नाही. You do a lot of experiments in your life, good experiments to become a realized soul. Sometimes you chant, sometimes you are meditating, sometimes you are thinking chintan on the Brahmarpanam Brahmavir, like that. Nana sakshepe vidyabhyasa. There you go through a lot of granthas, but at the same time you are not losing your path. You read that, okay, it is his experience and his experience. At the end of the day, your experience also matters. हे सद्गुरु विना काय उमजो जाणे. This we realize only when Sadguru guides us, sitting inside us. Because our soul becomes his soul at the end of, when you become realized soul. This Paramatma's soul and our soul are one and the same thing. At that time you come to realize all these things. उमजो जाणे, you realize this. या कारणे ध्यान मार्ग काळ्या धरावा सत्संग. That is why the path of Jnana means you get rid of ignorance and come on the knowledgeable path. And that's why satsanga is required. Kala dhara satsanga. Satsanga vina prasanga bolochi nahi. Once you realize through satsanga, then only you start talking. Otherwise, after 36 years of sadhana, at least you speak. Otherwise, you don't speak. Swami Madhava used to say. सेवा सद्गुरूचे चरण या नाव पादसेवन चौथे भक्तीचे लक्षण हे निरूपले. So you become devoted to your Sadguru. Maybe he is in form or formless as well. My Sadguru is no more. 1996 he is passed away. Like my mother also passed away recently. They always used to guide me. She only bought this Dasbodh. She only bought this Dhaneshwari. Okay. So it is so old, I mean. Okay. So Sadguru Vind Umjane, you cannot realize this. ओके. या कारण ध्यान करा धरावा सत्संग इव्हन प्रसंग बोलवचे नाही. सेवा सद्गुरूचे चरण या नाव पादसेवन चौथे भक्तीचे लक्षण हे निरोपले. नाउ आय टोल्ड यू दॅट इज वाय समर्थ इज सेइंग. देव ब्राह्मण महानुभाव. देव गॉड्स, दोज डू नॉट हार्म एनीबडी एल्स and even don't harm themselves are gods. Okay. Brahmana, yeah, Brahmam janati sa Brahmana. Even Brahman, Vaishya, Shudra, Kshatriya are also Brahmanas. It's because Brahman being living in the as a Brahma state and he is serving the society. Kshatriya getting rid of bad habits and then living with the God, becoming one with the God. Kshatriya. Shudra, always devoted and doing the work for the God only. God inside all the people, all the species. They are cleaning the society. In fact, society in the cleaning the roads and all those things. Even government servants are also comes under the Shudra category. All the government servants, whoso are, they are. Okay. And Vaishya, always looking for profit. What is the profit? Becoming one with the God is profit. Getting rid of all the non-profitable things. These are also, Brahman means Mahanubhav, those who have become realized soul. Satpatra, those are capable. Bhajanache Thaur, those who can chant the name of God. I say Thai Sadbhava Dhruva Dharva. So, you become yourself realized soul and be Sudhrud means always with affirmity and firmness you live on this path and walk on the path. हे प्रवृत्तीचं बोलणे. प्रवृत्ती आणि निवृत्ती. प्रवृत्ती मीन्स वेन आय शॉल टॉक दिस वर्ल्ड विल बी बेटर. वेन आय शॉल डू गुड थिंग देन दिस वर्ल्ड विल बी बिकम. दॅट इज प्रवृत्ती. अँड निवृत्ती मीन्स आय ट्राईड माय बेस्ट. नाव पीपल विल कम टू रिअलाइज अँड दे विल कम ऑन द गुड पाथ. वॉट एवर आय ट्राईड माय बेस्ट. नाव इट इज लेफ्ट टू गॉड. दिस इज निवृत्ती. बोलणे बोलेल रक्षा कारणे परंतु सद्गुरु पाय सेवणे या नाव पादसेवन. बट while doing all these things, you remain one with the Sadguru Padasevan. You remain devoted to the God. Remain devoted to Sadguru himself is infinite and Sadguru. He remained one with the Sadguru, God, whatever you may call. It is one and the same thing. Padasevan Chauthi Bhakti, Pavan Kariti se Trijagati. I told you that, Trijagati, Swarga, Bhutal and Patal, and 14 Bhuvane, 14 Bhuvans are there. Then so many things are there. Everything is inside you. And that is why Nardaya Mothe Gabad. That is why human body is been taken as to be one of the best creation of God, and you happen to come after 8.4 million births, so you should become a realized soul in this human body only. पादसेवन चौथी भक्ती पावन करते से त्रिजगती जय कृता सायुज्य मुक्ति साधक असो. Because of that you get a sayajya mukti, means that mukti with which you are not going to born again as any kind of species. Your soul gets dissolved into the infinite soul in the God. म्हणून हे थोरावने थोर चौथे भक्तीचा निर्धारा जय करता पहिला पार बहुत प्राणी पावती. Not only yourself human being, but all the species, existing species, they can become a realized soul. There are cases in the Sanatana Dharma. They have become a realized soul. Many other species also. Elephant, you name it, a cow. There are many such examples are there. Okay, so once you are born as a human being, you should become a realized soul, enlightened soul. Mukta, Sayajya Mukta. You see, so many words he has given. You should achieve तर संगत्याग, निवेदन, विधेयस्थिती, अलिप्तपणा, सहजस्थिती, उन्मनी, विज्ञान, सप्त एक रूप, ऑल दिस you should realize all these, achieve all these sthithis and become sthit with the God, remain one with the God, and that is the real realization and real Sadguru Padasevana, and that is a Padasevana, and it is the only bhakti where he has said, म्हणून थोराने थोर चौथे भक्तीचा निर्धार जय करिता पहिलपार बहुत प्राणी पावती. This is the best thing to do in the life, the best bhakti. इति श्री दासबोधे गुरु शिष्य संवादे पादसेवन भक्ति निरूपण नाम समास चौथा. धन्यवाद. थैंक यू वेरी मच.